Mary Strong alongside meteorologist Jerry Steffen. What a gorgeous day it was yesterday.
Not too bad, yeah.
And the moon today.
Did you see it?
Yes, driving in. I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
We're going to see some sunshine, few high clouds second half of the day. Temps still above normal today and tomorrow, but the numbers go down and the winds are going to back off today, but they will reappear later in the week. We'll get some strong winds in Southern California in certain areas, and I'll let you know where.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you in a bit. Thanks, Jerry.
Got it.
Our top story this morning, 2 people are in the hospital after a reported stabbing led to a police officer opening fire on a suspect in Cathedral City. According to the Cathedral City Police Department, they received a report of an assault at 7 o'clock at night Monday at the Dade Palm Country Club. Officials say the caller reported an unidentified suspect forcing their way into a home and stabbing one of the occupants. The caller knew the suspect. When police arrived on scene, they found the suspect standing outside the home armed with a weapon. That's when an unidentified officer opened fire. Both the victim of the stabbing and the suspect that was shot were transported to an area hospital. The extent of their injuries are unknown at this time. The officer involved in the shooting will be placed on administrative leave pending an internal investigation. A murder suspect in a decades-old cold case that was just cracked will make his first court appearance this morning. 46-year-old Alex Anthony Uribe was arrested Friday on suspicion of murder in connection to the 2002 shooting death of 27-year-old Indio resident Hernan Marquez. That's according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Well, the case was cold for more than 20 years and was only reopened recently, with the investigators asking for community information just last week. That, combined with new forensic evidence and support from the Riverside County District Attorney's Office, led to the arrest on Friday. Uribe is scheduled to appear at the Indio Courthouse at 8 o'clock this morning. Today is one of the biggest valley-wide fundraising events of the year. It's called CV Giving Day. It's presented by California Bank and Trust alongside the Desert Community Foundation. CV Giving Day brings together donors, nonprofits, and local businesses to support the causes that strengthen the Coachella Valley. Donors can make online contributions toward the 24-hour fundraising event right now, not only helping nonprofits raise funds, but also giving them a chance to win additional prize donations from CV Giving Day organizers directly. The website has a leaderboard tracking the funds raised, with organizers saying the local groups can expect to see the money raised today in 1 to 2 months from now. To learn more or donate or explore participating nonprofits, visit the website at the bottom of your screen. Applications are now open for a major grant opportunity from the Imperial Irrigation District aimed at cooling neighborhoods and expanding green space across the region. The 2026 Public Green Space Grant Program is part of IID's Tree for All initiative. A total of $576,000 is available, with individual grants of up to $35,000 for cities, counties, nonprofits, and community organizations. The program helps fund tree planting projects designed to reduce urban heat, conserve energy, and improve overall quality of life. Last year, 24 projects were funded across Imperial County and the Coachella Valley, planting more than 1,300 trees. Applications are open through March 24th. Funded projects must be completed by November 30th. A restaurant in Palm Springs was facing backlash on social media over the weekend. It comes after customers say one of the waiters at Tropical left them speechless with a comment they say was quite offensive. Our NBC Palm Springs' Brett Rosen has a story for us.
Another service member walked by her and whispered in her ear, delicious.
It was a social media response after a group of women who were enjoying a bachelorette weekend in Palm Springs say they felt uncomfortable when a waiter at the Tropical in Palm Springs made an inappropriate comment.
I heard from behind me someone go, delicious, in a suggestive tone, I think is probably the best way to describe it.
Nicole, who's the bride's sister, says immediately after the comment was made, she felt uneasy. And when trying to talk to the staff about what was said, she says their response was, quote, "He does that," which Tropical owner Tony DeLimbo says was a conversation that was never logged or mentioned to management. But what sparked that social media video was when one of the friends in the group left a Yelp review, and DeLembo replied saying things like to grow up, and that you should be thrilled that someone found you and your friend attractive. And when asked about his response on Yelp, he says that the interaction never happened, according to his employees. But if it did, he says it could have been worse.
It's not like one of the servers grabbed her butt or touched her or was vulgar with her. It wasn't that. Apparently, she's claiming that one of the servers said something. Again, they're denying it to me. So, that's it. And even if they would have said what she said, to me, it's not that offensive.
The situation has now sparked conversations online to boycott the restaurant. Nicole says the point of the Yelp review and social media posts was to never hurt the business, but instead wanting them to be better.
As a business owner, it is your responsibility to make sure that your customers are happy and satisfied with their service. And so if I'm saying that something upset me and made me uncomfortable, whether or not that was their intention or not, I would expect their response to be more understanding and try and resolve the situation.
And that was our Brett Rosen reporting. We're going to take you outside, this time a live look from our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Palm Springs. Jerry, what do you have in store for us today?
We're going to see some sunshine to begin the day, a few high clouds to end it, but still a fair weather day with above normal numbers. We're looking at 58 degrees right now, calm winds and 53% relative humidity. Seems quite high, but that'll drop down to the teens and even some single digits later on today. Another dry day. 27 degrees at Big Bear, 55 at Yucca Valley, 57 degrees at 29 Palm, 64 Desert Hot Springs, Indio and Coachella, 61, San Cogonio Pass, upper 40s, lower 50s, spanning Beaumont, Cabazon. Radar, nothing happening here. We're in a dry weather pattern that'll take us into the next few days. We did have some high clouds yesterday move through the area. You can see the tail end of that on our satellite imagery moving out of the area. But we have more on the way. So late tonight through early tomorrow morning, some high clouds. But for the most part, we're looking at sunshine today and tomorrow with above normal numbers. For reference, we should be in the middle 70s instead, upper 80s for many of us this afternoon under sunshine. That includes 87 degrees in Palm Springs, Cathedral City, 88 La Quinta and Indio today. Comfort Air 3-day, more of the same tomorrow. Then we get a frontal boundary moving through the area. It'll drop temps. Still slightly above normal, upper 70s, lower 80s for the valley, but plenty of sunshine Thursday. Then another system will kick up the winds. Yeah, we're not done with the winds yet. I'll explain. Full forecast minutes away.
All right, Jerry, we'll see you soon. Thanks. President Trump says it could take longer than a month to end Operation Epic Fury, but the death toll of American service members is growing. The administration briefed top congressional leadership Monday in the attacks, and today all of Congress will be getting a briefing. NBC's Alice Barr has the very latest for us.
This morning, war in the Middle East is intensifying. The U.S. Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, struck by drones. A Saudi official tells NBC News no one was injured. Now, several U.S. embassies across the region are closing, ordering non-emergency personnel to leave, though thousands of flights are canceled, stranding American travelers.
All of a sudden, we're in the middle of a war zone.
Americans abroad and at home wondering how long the U.S.-Israeli military campaign against Iran will last.
We projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that.
This is not Iraq. This is not endless.
Now, in a new war powers notification to Congress, President Trump saying it's not possible to know the full scope and duration of the operation. Trump officials set to brief all of Congress today, as some leading Democrats who got early briefings argue Iran did not pose an imminent threat to the U.S.
There was a threat to Israel. But if we equate a threat to Israel as the equivalent of an imminent threat to the United States, then we are in uncharted territory.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying the administration knew Israel was preparing to strike Iran, and the U.S. acted first to prevent a chain reaction.
There absolutely was an imminent threat, and the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, and we believe they would be attacked, that they would immediately come after us.
With now 6 American service members confirmed dead as Iran strikes back. The president vowing to destroy Iran's missile capabilities and navy, ensure they can never get a nuclear weapon and can no longer arm terrorists. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And our local congressional leaders are speaking out about the new conflict in the Middle East. Congressman Raul Ruiz took to social media saying in part, quote, "My heart breaks for the service members killed and severely injured. There was no proof or evidence given to Congress and the American people of an imminent threat to the U.S., and Trump sent them anyway. It didn't have to be this way, and I will demand answers," end quote. Congressman Ken Calvert also weighing in, saying, quote, "President Trump's decision to launch Operation Epic Fury will protect America and our allies by eliminating the Iranian regime's ability to wage terror and threaten its enemies. It'll also provide the Iranian people with a historic opportunity to shape their own future free from oppression." Well, in the wake of rising tensions overseas and right here at home, the Palm Springs Police Department is being transparent with the community about preventative measures they're taking in the city. Patrol teams and intelligence partners remain attentive to religious sites, cultural locations, and other areas in the city that could draw concern. At this time, there are no known credible threats to Palm Springs. They encourage residents and visitors to stay aware of their surroundings and report anything that seems suspicious. Well, coming up on your morning news, our digital reporter Thalia Hayden joins us in studio to talk about her new morning show segment, Talking with Thalia. That's right after the break. And later, the BNP Paribas Open continues today. We talked with players, and we've got to look at some of the matchups as the International Tennis Tournament gets underway in Indian Wells. We're going to head back outside. This is a live look at your Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. A full moon is out there somewhere. Hopefully, you can catch it before it goes down. It's absolutely beautiful. Jerry's going to break down your full 7-day AccuWeather forecast for you straight ahead.
Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Well, look at this beautiful, familiar face. Thalia Hayden is here.
Hi.
So good to see you.
Good to see you, darling.
And congratulations on your new segment. You've had wonderful, talking with Thalia has been one of my favorite things to watch.
Oh.
I really enjoy hearing people from the community, their opinions, and you have a really unique ability to pull things out of people and get them to reveal things you're like, that was surprising.
Right, thank you. And that's kind of the point, is to normalize conversations that might be uncomfortable. So I'm so excited about this, Mary. The segment's called, as you mentioned, Talking with Thalia, and it'll run every Tuesday at this time. I'm glad it got some TV time. Some of the topics, as I said, might be just a little uncomfortable to discuss, but we have to get comfortable talking about these hard conversations because it makes the Valley a healthier place to live. So take a look at the first one. Did you know March is National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month? And with the news of actor James Van Der Beek losing his battle to the disease at age 48, it's putting a spotlight on the importance of colorectal screenings. Joining us now is Chief Medical Officer with DAP Health, Dr. Joseph Aquilina. Welcome, doctor.
Morning.
Glad to have you. Such an important topic. First, let's start with why people in our community should be screened for colorectal cancer.
You know, the reason to screen really is because colorectal cancer is so preventable. It's the second most common cancer, and if you catch it early, you can prevent it.
Are there no symptoms? Is that an issue here?
You don't really want to wait until you have symptoms.
Right.
You really want to catch it when it's still very, very small. And just the diagnosis sometimes is therapeutic and can fix it. Kind of like moles on the skin, right? Some moles are fine, some moles need to be looked at and taken care of. Same with polyps, and there's no way for you to know if you have polyps at all, or if you do, are they the bad ones that are precancerous? So the best way is to get screened.
When you hear the word colonoscopy, it's like, yikes, you know? I'm 47. I know that I'm in that range where I should get one, and I still have put it off. Are there any other testing options for people who just can't get there yet?
Yeah, we started screening at 45, so
I know,
let's talk.
I know.
Let's talk. And there's a bunch of ways of doing it. The easiest way is a little thing called a fit test. It's a little card, you put a little sample of stool on the card, you mail it back, and it can screen. It's easy but frequent. The next one that I really love for a lot of people, if you're low risk, is Cologuard. Cologuard, yeah. It's a bigger sample of stool. Colorectal cancer has some really good markers that we can screen for easily. That one, if it's negative, is good for 3 years. But the one that really works well, it's a little more effort, is the colonoscopy. But if that one's good, you're good for 10 years.
Okay,
so it's
that's
like
encouraging.
You put your work up front. Definitely if you have blood in your stool or abdominal pain or changes in your stool that don't go away, well, definitely come talk to your doctor. But no symptoms is not no problem. It's usually, in the early stages, there are no symptoms. So I wouldn't rely on the fact that I feel fine. You still need to screen. That's why we're talking about it this month. Yeah.
Yep. So go get screened.
Go get screened.
Bottom line. Thank you so much, Dr. Aquilina, for all this useful information.
Thank you, Talia.
All right, if you're with me, hopefully this inspired you to get yourself screened there. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be sitting down with the CEO of the biggest lesbian party in the world to discuss why gay men in the Valley get more media attention and support than queer women. And Mary, this is an interesting one.
Oh, I can't wait to hear more about that.
Yeah.
You have also a segment where you go out in the community and do coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
I like that. It's so cool. Tell me more about that.
Being that I'm from Jersey.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Well, not only do we get to feature coffee shops around the Valley in this segment, we try to hit all of the cities. We learn about you, and it's so important to get to know the members of our community, what's on their mind, what their issues are, so we can report on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, we really have to listen carefully.
Yes.
Because that's where we drive a lot of our content as
exactly.
well. Yeah, and our stories.
Sometimes I'll sit down with a resident and hear something that I didn't know was an issue, and then we'll investigate and do further research on it.
Absolutely. So this is going to be a weekly every Tuesday.
Yes.
You'll be with us.
Yep.
This is wonderful. I'm so excited. You're bringing up topics that are so important in our community. Why do you feel it's important, and why did you start the series?
Because I think if we don't listen to one voice at a time, we can't really make change. So, motto here is connecting the valley, and I like to say with Talking with Thalia, it's one voice at a time.
I love that.
You like that?
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, Thalia, I'm really looking forward to seeing the segment. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, and I feel so glad to be back on the morning
so
show.
nice
Just
to
a little
have
part.
you. It's so good to have you.
Thanks, Mary. You're doing great.
Thank you. We're going to head over to Jerry in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in the forecast. Jerry, I'm assuming we're going to be another gorgeous day in the valley.
Yeah, a lot of sunshine, but warm weather again. We should be in the middle 70s, upper 80s expected this afternoon. We had a lunar eclipse. It's done with now, but the next thing in our holiday countdown calendar, well, holiday, I don't know if you can count as a holiday, but daylight saving time begins this weekend. And 14 days, 2 weeks to St. Patrick's Day. Back in a bit. Yeah, sunrise about 10 minutes ago. Beautiful shot here on our Walter Clark 111 cam. Plenty of clear skies over us and a lot of sunshine this afternoon. Yesterday, yeah, above normal numbers in the valley, about 15 degrees above the mark. We had 88 degrees in Palm Springs, actually about 11. But 77 is our normal high this time of year in Palm Springs, and we're going to be in the upper 80s again this afternoon. Right now, a lot of 60s in the Coachella Valley, 55 Yucca Valley, 46 at Banning. Winds under 10 miles an hour, not an issue yet. That will change again. It was gusty yesterday. The winds have backed off before they will ramp up again. I'll let you know more about that coming in just a bit. We did have a lot of high clouds yesterday. On the satellite imagery, you can see that all moving its way quickly to the east, but we could see more late tonight to early tomorrow morning, but basically in the overnight hours. But nothing on radar. We're in a very dry weather pattern that'll take us to the end of the week. Okay, today we have northeasterly winds replacing the onshore gusty winds we saw yesterday afternoon and evening. Not bad though, just light winds. Warm and dry again, mid to upper 80s for us in the valley with lots of sunshine, lots of 87s and 88s here. 77 degrees at 29 Palm, 77 also at Cabazon. Overnight lows slightly above normal there, 50s and around that 60-degree mark under, like I said, some high clouds. Okay, Wednesday, tomorrow, trough low pressure will be to the north of us, but it will change the wind direction again. It'll be onshore. Winds will pick up, but still very light for us, but still warm and dry with upper 80s for the Coachella Valley. 87 degrees on Wednesday for Palm Springs, 88 at Indio. That system moves through the area, but we remain dry at the surface, so no rain for us with this system, but it will drop temps a little bit. Upper 70s, lower 80s, still slightly above normal, and mostly sunny skies for us in the Coachella Valley, and any rain, according to the ensemble forecast, stays well to the north of us. 79 degrees Thursday for Palm Springs, 81 at Indio. Things will change on Friday. We have a system that'll move through the area, and it'll bring a northeasterly flow that'll pick up. It'll be gusty winds, but mild and windy with middle 70s for the area. Strongest winds right now Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the Coachella Valley. We'll keep an eye on that. But temps come down closer to normal. Friday, 75 for Palm Springs and Indio. Comfort Air 70 forecast, upper 80s today and tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. Winds will begin to pick up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, basically out of the northeast with a disturbance moving through the area. Back to the 80s Sunday.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate...
Hashtag Holiday Calendar and Pop Quiz brought to you by One Coachella Valley. Jerry will be, of course, giving you the calendar, and he will also be giving you the pop quiz coming up in a bit.
Oh.
So Jerry is going to give you the calendar right now. Okay, it's March 3rd.
What is happening?
2026, Tuesday.
Talking in third person. I had a
picked it up
feeling.
in the middle, yeah.
I was like, something's up here.
Hey, you're jumping ahead of the game here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. If Pets Had Thumbs Day is today. I like this one. It's a day in which you imagine your pets if they had opposable thumbs and what life would be like if you had pets with hands with opposable thumbs.
I feel like I have a cat like that. He eats his food like this.
What?
Yes.
We need pictures
and
and
catches
proof
a
of
ball like this. And I'm like, are you a human being? This is crazy.
Yeah, they could, you know, open doors, change channels on the remote.
Boy.
Maybe you'll see your cat out there thumbing a ride to get out of town.
I'd like it to clean my house. That
Okay.
would be nice.
Like the
Let's do
Roomba.
that, yes.
That's kind of a cute holiday. National 33 Flavors Day. Yep, we're talking about ice cream here. It was Bressler's ice cream chain which first advertised their 33 flavors. It's 31 flavors for Baskin-Robbins. I had to look that up. So yeah, a little difference there.
Very
Okay. And yeah, it's Talking in Third Person Day today. And yes, I was kind of demonstrating that at the beginning.
You did it well.
We have two third-person questions in today's pop quiz. By the way, Thalia is here playing the game.
So nice to
Been a
have
while.
you here.
Tuesdays
Brighten our
with Thalia.
morning. Yes,
Thank you.
I love that. That's great.
Here's the first of two questions, third-person questions. One of the biggest-selling albums of 1986 was recorded by Janet Jackson, which features a track titled Nasty, where she kind of refers to herself in third person. It's a song with lyrics in which she states, "It's Janet, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty." You know that one, right?
Yes.
The track Nasty comes from this multi-million selling album, A, Control, B, Reckless, or C, True Blue.
Ooh, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Okay, pair of A's there. Control room.
I think it is for sure.
What could it be?
Yeah. Oh, Harrison going rogue. He's going rogue, folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Control.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
good.
Reckless,
It's a great
that was
album.
Brian Adams, and True Blue, Madonna. Okay, I was gonna
Madonna.
there, yes, okay. Second, third-person
We're like,
question.
sure.
This particular Sesame Street puppet is a furry red monster who speaks in a high-pitched voice and, when speaking characteristically, avoids pronouns in reference to himself. Named the Muppet, who often refers to himself in the third person. A, animal. B, big bird. C, Elmo. Back to the control room.
Jerry.
AC, Rico says C. Okay.
Jerry, are you going easy on us because
Yeah,
Dahlia's here?
little
Right,
bit,
did you
yeah.
throw us a bone?
He's been giving us some really hard questions
Again.
as of late. Yes,
These-
Elmo.
I write these at least a month in advance.
Jerry.
But Elmo's the correct answer. Yeah, you
We
knew
love
that one,
Elmo.
right? Okay.
We're winners.
Yay, we are winners, 100%. Nice job in there, guys.
Keep it here. Jerry will be back with the weather forecast.
Now, connecting the Valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back on this Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm Mary Strong. Jerry's going to be in the Weather Center in just a bit with your forecast, but first let's take a look at some of the stories making headlines at this hour. Renovations are underway at Demuth Park in Palm Springs. The city officials say the project will improve access, safety, and amenities for families and pet owners. Improvements include a new dog park, a new restroom facility, and a new parking lot with ADA parking spaces. If you want to bring your dog to the park, you can go to the David H. Reddy Palm Springs Dog Park in the meantime. The project is expected to wrap up in October. And the city of Palm Springs is sending out a reminder that the window to share your thoughts on the zoning code update is closing this Wednesday. By visiting the link provided on their Facebook page, you can explore the interactive boards and weigh in on affordable housing, building heights, and parking by leaving your comments. And don't be alarmed if you see helicopters or drones flying around the Palm Desert area over the next few weeks. Southern California Edison is letting the public know about planned power line inspections in the area this month. Officials with the utility companies say it's to help crews examine electrical equipment, poles, towers, and other essential equipment to prevent hazards. Edison did not provide specific dates or times, but said the individual inspections can last between 30 minutes to an hour. Riverside County supervisors today are set to review further loans to the Palo Verde Hospital in Blythe. Last week, the county's executive office commented on additional $3.4 million to the bankrupt hospital to help sustain the facility's emergency room services. That's in addition to the $1 million already loaned to the facility. The healthcare district filed for Chapter 9 bankruptcy last fall after years of financial struggles. Palo Verde Hospital is the only hospital in the city of Blythe, and without it, nearly 20,000 residents would have to travel more than 70 miles for emergency care. The county supervisors meeting is set for 9:30 this morning. The healthcare district board is scheduled to meet in special session at 4 this afternoon to review the expanded loan as well.
NBC Palm Springs Sports, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Well, the BNP Paribas Open continues today with more men and women's qualifying rounds. Matches start this morning at 10 a.m. with Thalia Gibson and Elvina Kaleva, I hope I pronounced that right, in Stadium 4, and Lulu Sun and Diane Perry going head-to-head in Stadium 8. Last night, we caught up with world number 5 Jessica Puegla, who talked about why playing in the desert is so special.
Oh, it's so much fun. I mean, the fans are amazing. I feel like they come out and show so much support, especially for Americans, and the venue's beautiful. I think they do an amazing job at the tournament of showcasing all the players on amazing courts and practices. So it's one of the best places, I think, for a player to experience the fans. So I think that's probably my favorite part.
Also returning is last year's champion Jack Draper. The tournament runs through March 15th with the main draw starting this Wednesday. The BNP Paribas Open will cause quite a bit of gridlock off Miles Avenue at the intersection of Washington Street and Highway 111. That congestion will fluctuate for the next 2 weeks. The busiest times will be in the morning at 9:30 until around 12:30. Then things will pick up again from 4:40 in the afternoon until 6 in the evening as things alternate to evening matches. Our friends at CV Sync recommend you avoid that intersection entirely during those times, especially Highway 111 and Washington. Several tennis players that were due in Indian Wells for the BNP are stuck in Dubai because of the missile strikes happening in the Middle East. The Association of Tennis Professionals released a statement on Monday saying, quote, the ATP is closely monitoring the evolving situation in the Middle East and remains in regular contact with players, their support teams, and relevant local authorities. At this stage, travel arrangements remain subject to ongoing assessment in line with airline operations and official guidance. Meanwhile, the 2026 Desert Smash is underway at the La Quinta Resort and Club. Celebrities and pickleball athletes from all over are playing in the Valley to help raise funds for Coachella Valley charities. Our NBC Palm Springs' Caitlin Kelly has the story.
My name is Kim Jade. I'm the co-owner of the Coachella Valley Scorpions, and this is our other business. This is called Scorpion Pickleball Camps, and we are running a high-end clinic for the folks at Desert Smash 2026.
A seamless serve between tennis tradition and pickleball passion. The Coachella Valley Scorpions teaming up with Desert Smash at La Quinta Resort and Club.
So Desert Smash is a long-running, 20 years plus, tennis fundraiser. And they decided, in their infinite wisdom, which is great for us, to include pickleball 3 years ago. Pickleball and tennis should get along. They should coexist peacefully.
50 sponsors sharpening their skills, guided by 8 professional players, including a former world #1.
My name is Pete Aldridge. I have a professional tennis background. Tennis translates really well to pickleball. I'm not playing much tennis anymore, but pickleball came along and it was just so much fun. You're going to see very high-level pickleball, and it should be really fun.
And the star power, former Bachelor Matt James picking up a paddle and joining the pros. Proof this clinic wasn't just competitive, it was completely celebrity-studded. With NBC Palm Springs, I'm Caitlin Kelly.
It's time now for your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. March is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. MS is a chronic, often disabling autoimmune disease that impacts the central nervous system. And since a majority of the estimated 1 million Americans with the disorder are women, many patients may be getting a double whammy of symptoms. Mandy Gaither explains how menopause can mimic MS and why doctors say knowing which is to blame for a certain symptom can help bring relief to women who have both.
It's a natural process that just about every woman will go through. Menopause can lead to hot flashes, night sweats, loss of bladder control, fatigue, sleep disruptions, mood changes, and memory problems. And for a woman who also has multiple sclerosis, these symptoms can overlap.
It's really difficult for many patients and providers to parse out which symptoms are due to which process.
Dr. Elise Carlson, a neurologist with Cleveland Clinic, says lower estrogen at menopause may contribute to the wearing down of the nervous system and changes in immune responses. So for MS patients going through menopause, it can be a double whammy.
And these symptoms can kind of feed off of each other, right? So if we're not addressing these things from one end or the other, they can make the symptoms worse.
That's why Carlson says it's important to talk to a doctor about those symptoms, because if the ones associated with menopause aren't treated, it can worsen already existing MS symptoms.
If these things aren't addressed, it can cause a lot of problems for many women and be very disruptive to their daily function and quality of life.
Carlson says doctors can help figure out if it's menopause or MS to blame and discuss what treatments can help bring some relief. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, up next, officials with the Palm Springs Plaza Theater are saying the newly renovated venue is already exceeding expectations. We'll have more on that story for you coming up. But first, we're going to head outside. This is a live look at your Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Look at those gorgeous blue skies to start off our Tuesday morning. Hope you're enjoying your morning. Jerry Steffen's going to break down your forecast for today. That's next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com. Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the
Good Tuesday morning. Looking at clear skies on our Agua Caliente Casino Cam view. Plenty of sunshine this afternoon. A few high clouds late in the day. But yesterday we had temps that were well above normal. 88 degrees in Palm Springs. That's where we should be. 77. We're going to be, in the upper 80s again this afternoon. Already 60s to begin our morning in the Coachella Valley. 54 at Yucca Valley. 56, 29 Palms. Winds, which were an issue yesterday afternoon and evening, have settled down. Under 10 miles an hour in the Coachella Valley right now. But we're not down with the winds, because later this week they will pick up again. We did have a lot of high clouds. You can see that band of high clouds has moved its way quickly out of here on our enhanced satellite imagery here, but no radar rain to point out right now. We have a dry weather pattern that'll take us to the end of the week. We have a switch in winds. They were gusty out of the west yesterday evening, and now they're out of the northeast, and they'll be light but dry weather for us in the Coachella Valley. But temps again above normal, 87s and 88s for most of us in the Coachella Valley. Overnight lows above normal by several degrees. Lots of upper 50s, around 60 degrees tonight through tomorrow morning. Okay. Wednesday, we have a trough of low pressure beginning to move in our direction, so we get a wind shift again. It'll be out of the west. Not so bad on Wednesday with the winds, but there's a slight chance of rain. Temps still in the upper 80s for us. That'll be Wednesday afternoon. System moves through the area, so we get a wind shift. It'll be basically out of the west to begin the day, then out of the northeast. That'll be Thursday night, but around 80 degrees, upper 70s, lower 80s for the valley as that system pulls down temps a little bit, still slightly above normal. Maybe some rain to the north of us with that system. For here, the NAM forecast takes us through Wednesday night. We could see a smattering of showers around Hammett to the Santa Rosa Hills. That's about it. That dissipates. So really not much in the way of rain with that system. But Friday, a piece of energy breaks free of the jet stream. It'll basically be meandering around the area. On Friday, it'll be to our northeast. It'll move down to the south on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It'll hang around the area, elevating the chance of rain. As of Friday, nothing for us as far as rain. Most of the action stays to the west, but it'll kick up the winds. Friday and Saturday, especially into Sunday, we're getting some gusty winds out of the northeast and cooler temps. Closer to normal Friday with middle 70s. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, upper 70s today and tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. Thursday, the system moves through the area, bumps down temps to around 80 degrees. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, gusty winds out of the northeast. We'll see some rain around the area. Right now, it doesn't look like anything for the valley.
From spiking prices to airline tickets to Meta testing AI shopping tools, there's a look at your morning business headlines with CNBC's Dominic Chu.
Wall Street has pointed towards sharper losses at the opening bell as investors track the conflict between the U.S., Israel, and Iran. Oil prices are moving higher again today after surging in yesterday's session on worries about supply disruptions, with ship traffic in the Strait of Hormuz grounding nearly to a halt. The strait handles about 20% of the world's oil consumption. The market's closing well off the day's lows yesterday, with energy and defense stocks rallying. Ticket prices on flights between Asia and Europe are spiking following the closure of several key travel hubs in the Middle East. Dubai, the world's busiest international airport, is closed for a fourth straight day. It normally handles about 1,000 flights per day. Airlines that offer nonstop flights are able to bypass the region, but that could add to flight times and fuel costs. Meta Platforms is testing an AI shopping tool similar to what's already offered on ChatGPT and Google's Gemini. Bloomberg says the feature allows users to request product suggestions. Meta's chatbot responds with a carousel of images that includes information about brand, website, and pricing. Meta confirming the tool is being tested but did not offer further details. With your CNBC Morning Business Report, I'm Dominic Chu.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
In a recent report, the board of directors of the Palm Springs Plaza Theater Foundation says the newly restored venue is already exceeding expectations economically and around town. The report says that 66% of ticket buyers are visiting from out of town and boosting the local economy. The theater is projected to generate $40 million annually in economic impact, with an estimated $4 million in annual tax benefits for the city. Hotel partners are also seeing a rise in bookings. Hotel Zozo and the Thompson Palm Springs reported an increase, especially with multiple weekends sold out. The venue has hosted 94 events in its first 90 days, featuring artists like Cynthia Erivo, Lily Tomlin, and Jane Lynch, while also serving as home to resident groups including the Palm Springs Gay Men's Chorus and the Palm Springs Symphony. We're going to send things over to our desert entertainment contributor, Todd Makovsky, for more on some of the events coming to the Plaza Theater. Todd?
One Night in Hollywood is coming to the Plaza Theater on March 10th at 7:30. I've got two of the masterminds behind the event, Michael Childers and Dave Carker. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, well. So this is a very exciting thing. This is all music from the movies.
Music from the Oscars even. Okay. We're going to take the audience on a chronological tour through the history of the Best Original Song Oscar category, from the Continental in the late 1920s all the way through Shallow by Lady Gaga. And it's all masterminded by Michael, who's brought all these amazing Hollywood and Broadway singers on board. And my job is to be on stage as the narrator, kind of keeping the train running on time. It's going to be a really fun night.
With his knowledge of Hollywood and his charm and these great, great songs, and we're going to take you on a ride through the great movies. It's movies. Yeah.
And some of my favorite performers are performing that night. We've got David Burnham, Julie Garnier, who's been on my show, Lizzie Sosa, a local
great
legend.
Local. She's
fantastic.
Wonderful.
Maximo Mancuso as well.
He's a local,
James Snyder, gosh, Amanda McBroom.
Yeah.
So many.
Al Scanlon, Kelly Rabke. I mean, it's great because you know so many of these people just because of your singing experience.
I'm a huge admirer of them.
Yeah.
So.
They're all good. They're all brilliant. I mean, I've been doing this show 21 years in various cities. And why do I do this? To torture myself every year? First of all, I love working with theater and musical people, because singing is one thing I can't do. And I just admire all the music people, and been a Broadway fan since I was 12 years old. So I get to work with all the dream cast, and then it raises money for a lot of great charities.
Right, it is a charitable event, and the money is going to
the Plaza Theater Foundation. Yeah.
Excellent.
We're going to build a little museum there, and it's going to be nice. A little Hollywood museum as it pertains to Palm Springs residents.
Oh, fantastic. And the Plaza Theater just reopened on December 1st.
December, yeah.
So, it's a great reason to go see the brand new Plaza Theater. To get tickets to the show, it is Palm Springs Plaza Theater.com.
Yes.
Excellent.
We would love to see people there. It really is going to be a magical night that Michael's put together, and I'm just happy to be a little part of it.
Fantastic. Yeah. To see my full interview with Michael Childers and Dave Karger, go to NBCPalmSprings.com, Desert Entertainment with Todd. I'll see you next week.
Todd, thanks for that. If you'd like more information on the stories we're airing this morning, you can head over to our website on NBCPalmSprings.com. We've got our newsroom tab where you're going to find our stories and events organized by date. We'll be right back with a recap of your weather forecast and your top local headlines as we head into the Today Show.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website,
Two people are in the hospital this morning after a stabbing in Cathedral City ended with an officer-involved shooting. Police say it started at around 7 o'clock last night at the Date Palm Country Club. According to Cathedral City Police Department, officers responded to a report of an assault. When they arrived, they found a man outside a residence armed with a weapon. An officer then opened fire. Both the stabbing victim and the suspect were taken to a local hospital. The officer involved has been placed on administrative leave while the department conducts an internal investigation. If you're looking for a way to give back today, this is it. It's CV Giving Day, a 24-hour push to support nonprofits all across the Coachella Valley. The event is put on by California Bank and Trust and the Desert Community Foundation, bringing together local donors, businesses, and community groups for one big day of giving. You can hop online and make a donation right now. Organizers say the funds raised today will start reaching local nonprofits within the next month or two, which is great. For more information or to donate, you can go to our newsroom tab. And it sounds like it's going to be another great day in the Valley.
Yeah, a little warmer than normal, a lot of upper 80s. We should be in the middle 70s, so we'll take that, I guess. We can deal with upper 80s. Mostly sunny skies, few high clouds overnight, but mostly sunny skies again tomorrow with upper 80s again for the Valley. Specifically today, 87 degrees in Palm Springs, 88 at Indio, 77 at Cabazon, 82 at Desert Hot Springs. Like I said, today and tomorrow basically the same. After that, we'll have a disturbance move through. It'll bump temps down to the 70s, but it's an upper-level cutoff low that'll visit us beginning this weekend, which will meander around the area, dropping temps, bringing some rain, and like I said, some clouds to the area, too. More on that in the next couple days.
All right. Thanks, Jer. It was great to see you all this morning and spend the morning with you. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Have a